Some of you might wonder why the heck I am doing art like this. I'm asking myself the same question. I know I was partly inspired by Lavender Town's videos. She makes a lot of humanized versions of whatever. There is turning cores into humans, if daily plants were people, etc., etc. I was thinking, okay, I can kinda do character design. I'm not a professional, but I am an amateur comic artist. Turning things into people could work as a video. Why not? But before we get into all that, I want to talk quickly about my Ko-fi, or Ko-fi. Coffee? Anyway, I would greatly appreciate it if you were to check it out. It has a tip jar as well as some art commissions I have up if any of you are interested. I might sell some digital downloads of my artwork on there too if anyone is interested. I would be so happy if you checked it out. Thank you. Now, what to humanize? Trains. Okay, hear me out. You might be thinking, sis, what in the fresh autistic hell are you talking about? Well, there are already a few examples out there. The name I have heard for these humanized objects is gajinkas. Some examples of these are the ship or fleet girls from the anime Azure Lane, or even plane girls that somehow exist. I want to reiterate, there are people out there who have already drawn warships as cute little anime girls. Little old me drawing trains as anime girls is not unheard of. In fact, there are a few out there already. However, a lot of them aren't terribly safe for work. I will include some that are more safe for work here so you can get an idea what I'm talking about. So, why did I decide on train girls? You can blame my loving husband, of course. He is a big train nerd. He loves steam engines and streamliners in particular. He is also big into the history and the stories about these trains, so I knew I could ask him about certain designs, and he could give me very good feedback about them. If there are any train foamers watching, just know that this video will be very basic, and it will be biased to his opinions on trains. I have seen y'all argue. You guys are opinionated people. As a reminder, this video is made for the fun of character design and for the love of my husband. After I got the idea in my head to draw train girls, I asked my husband about which one should I do. I was thinking about doing some trains that have been in popular culture, thinking the Polar Express or the Pierre Marquette 1225, or one of BNSF's GEVO's diesel engines. My husband was like, no. Do the iconic streamliners instead. He mentioned the Dreyfus Hudson, the Southern Tennessean, or my personal favorite, the Blue Goose. To the non-train people watching, you're probably asking, what are streamliners and what are these weird names that you mentioned? To put it simply, streamliners are steam trains that have a shroud put over them to make them more aerodynamic, but mostly to look cool. No, seriously. These streamliners were used for promotion for their companies. Streamliners are shown in posters and advertisements just because of how striking they were. To the casual viewer, unstreamlined locomotives had roughly the same look to them as other steam locomotives. On the other hand, streamliners can have much different looks from other trains in their class. I will put a few pictures on screen of what regular steam locomotives looked like versus their streamlined counterparts. Think the Polar Express versus a bathtub or even a bullet. No, I'm not joking. One of the streamliners has the nickname of the upside down bathtub because that is just what it looks like. The Commodore Vanderbilt was a very interesting train, so was the equally weird looking Mercury. That should be enough history to get the gist of what I'm talking about. I'll be going over more history regarding the specific train I'm making a train girl of. To start, the Dreyfus Hudson. Because this was the first train girl I was making, it was safe to say I had no idea what I was doing. I did a lot of sketching to figure out what looked good. I was also looking into the history to get the idea on outfits. It was kind of a mess at first. I think I got it figured out in the end though. The Dreyfus Hudson was named after the Hudson Wheel Arrangement, which in turn was named after the Hudson River and its designer of the streamlined outer shroud, Henry Dreyfus. It was built for high-speed passenger service for the New York Central System. The Hudson was part of the 20th Century Limited, which offered a quick 19-hour trip from New York City to Chicago, Illinois. The streamliner design was inspired by the 1920s Art Deco movement, and I did put that inspo into the character design. I did also focus on 1930s to 40s fashion, because that is when the bulk of the streamliners ran. You will see that I made the face of the Hudson into the bodice of the dress, with the bottom trim made to look like the tender's detailing. The forearms also have the driving discs as buttons, which I thought was a fun touch. She, like the customers who rode that train, is very high-end and ritzy. For my first train girl, I'm happy with how she turned out. On to the next train girl, the Southern Tennessean, or just known as the Tennessean. The Southern Railway needed a train that could take its Washington, D.C. to Memphis route. The Tennessean was the only streamliner for Southern Railway due to the route being partly Norfolk and Western's rails, and NNW did not allow diesels to run on them at the time. While the locomotive itself wasn't very notable in speed or power, her paint scheme is what made her stand out. She was clad in sylvan green, silver, and gold accents. Well, I do love green. Heck, look at my character. So when my husband suggested the Tennessean, I was so excited for it. I designed the Tennessean with the idea of a Southern belle in mind. No, not the KCS, to the few of you that understand that. Pink blonde curls, white gloves, and a cute T-length dress. With each train, I did try to include their road numbers and their railroad company's logo. The Tennessean also includes yellow irises behind her. That is because that is Tennessee's state flower. Irises are normally more purple, but I went ahead and made them yellow to fit with the train girl better. The flower backgrounds in this and the next train girl's design make me want to go back and redo the Hudson's background. The Art Deco background isn't bad, but the flowers are really awesome and they add a ton to the overall appeal. Last but not least, we have the Blue Goose. The Blue Goose was Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe's streamliner. She served from La Junta, Colorado to Chicago, Illinois. Like the Tennessean, the Blue Goose was the only streamliner for her company. The Blue Goose is robin's egg blue with darker shades toward the bottom and silver detailing. I wanted to do some other 1930s inspired outfit that wasn't a dress again. I originally came up with a pantsuit design, but later dropped the blazer to simplify things. Her design might be the most simple out of the three, but the Blue Goose arguably has the more simple design from the others talked about here. I gave her a beret for her smokestack, the lightest blue on the top, then the darkest blue on the pants. The silver is mostly for trim details, and her bow has the Santa Fe's logo on it. I also gave the pants 6 buttons to hint at the 6 driving wheels of the train. Lastly, I put blue heart flowers in the background because it is one of Kansas's many wildflowers. The flowers themselves are more purple in actuality, but I used creative liberty so the flowers match the robin's egg blue more. If you like these character designs, I do have them available as stickers on my RedBubble and Etsy if you would like to buy them. If not, that's okay. I would just love it if you would like or comment on the video. I really would love to hear y'all's opinions on these designs. Thank you for watching me turn trains into anime girls. If you guys really like this video, I might make more trains into anime girls in the future. I want to give another shout out to my husband and all of his knowledge and his help on this project. Without him, this video would be impossible. Also, special thanks to my husband's friends for supporting me on this project too. They were my test audience for all these designs. Thank you again for watching, and be safe out there. I will put a few pictures on screen. He mentioned the Dreyfus Hudson. I still can't say Hudson. Why can't I say Hudson? The Southern Tennessean. To start, the Dreyfus Hudson. There we go again with the Hudson. The Tennessean was the only streamliner for Southern Railway, due to the route being partly Norfolk and Western. I don't know why I have a hard time saying. Or there are even plain girls out there? I'm shocked that they exist. No. Am I shocked? No, I'm not shocked.